Okay, so I'm on my Blade Pro now. So you may hear the fan noise from the notebook in the background. I apologise about that. Along with some noisy birds. Let's see how my little notebook handles Hurston, because I haven't done it since the first patches on my notebook. So oh, we don't have big bennies in here to throw around. We have the coffee machine. Doesn't look like it. We can't open the microwave and get the big bennies out. Ooh, what's this? Oh, cupboard. Oh, there we go. Here's the things. Oh, it has to take so long rendering the NPCs in whenever you spin around in one of these areas. Oh, at least it's daytime. the best luck I've had playing this game, but it'll do. Not until we get the central core piece from the subscriber stuff, anyway. Oh, loading frames, come on. No NPC ships are coming or going at the minute. Blimey, these trains are a bit out of sync. Will any of the starter packs be in the sale? When you say be in the sale, do you mean discounted? I don't know, Thomas.
Trespassing or attempting to trespass on train tracks is a serious and dangerous offense.
I'm just going to toss about with my armor for a bit.
Be considerate to your fellow travelers. Do not block doors. Now arriving from Tisa Spaceport. Stand by and let passengers. Dangerous offense.
Everybody on.
Be considerate to your fellow travelers. Do not block doors. Step away from the platform edge when train is approaching. Now arriving, Tisa Spaceport. Please watch your step when disembarking the train.
Now for the fun and games of trying to get a ship.
Be considerate to your fellow travelers. Do not block doors. not accept any Hurston employees as passengers without valid travel papers.
Oh, the shader lag. Come on, load all the NPCs in. At least we have all our ships again. Let's choose something that we're not going to miss. Hangar 2, okay. So blessed that we managed to get a hangar number for it. There isn't a Kraken in Lawville at the minute, JD. You can see the pad where it was, but the model's been removed. Need to reset my camera key. I have to have different controls on my notebook than I do on my tower. My notebook is missing a number pad, so I can't use the number pad keys.
Maximize your safety. This area has been zoned for constant surveillance.
Aegis Combat Assist activated. Systems green.
Upon exiting your ship, please proceed to the security area for screening. Consult the hangar attendant for repair and refuel options. Unauthorized discharge of weapons while inside a Hurston facility is strictly prohibited.
Some NPC cutlasses over there.
Hydrogen fuel at 100%.
Shadows being a little bit buggy there. The Saber will be at the anniversary sale, yes, the original Saber. This is the Raven, of course, and it is only people who bought the Octane, or, like me, if you manage to get hold of one of the codes. Yeah, we don't know what ships are going to be limited. We don't know, you know, for instance, like the Idris P, if it's going to be on sale or not. We don't know if they're going to sell more Krakens. We don't know if they'll put more Constellation Phoenixes on sale. Polaris, things like that, you know. Orion is another good one, the Orion mining ship. What's your opinion on the grey market? The grey market is fine so long as you are smart about it. For instance, don't go and buy internet spaceships off eBay. If you want something from the grey market, go and use something like the Star Citizen Trades subreddit, where there are people who have confirmed like sales as such. And there are vendors who are quite reputable on there. I have bought things off the grey market. The 85X I own was from the grey market. I bought some CCUs off the grey market. The M50 that I own, the original thing was the Gladius and Gold reward from the referral stuff, but the upgrade to the M50 was bought from the grey market. So it's fine to use it, you just have to be smart. Don't use eBay or Craigslist or something silly like that. That's just stupid. Yeah, I imagine the Endeavour and the Merchantman will be there. Here we go, we're in the atmosphere. Vanguard's a fun ship as well. Yeah, Vanguard Sentinels are good. Certainly very capable combat ships, even though they're a bit slow. And they can take a beating as well. Oh, can you imagine doing really long system jumps in this ship? Or any ship like this where you can't move around. You just have to sit there. You end up falling asleep, wouldn't you? Not quite Elite Dangerous, Steve, because unlike Elite Dangerous, when you come out of Quantum Drive in Star Citizen, you aren't at immediate risk of flying into the star that you were trying to navigate towards. Oh yeah, that's true. This one's definitely taking a bit longer than the last one. Obviously because this ship has got a lot smaller quantum drive. You didn't lose sound, JD, it's because I keep tabbing out of the game for a second. This is the Saber Raven lobster. I keep tabbing in and out because I can see that the frame rate playback is a little bit choppy on stream, so I'm just trying to close things down that I'm not using to improve it a little bit for you guys. You can walk away from the cockpit during quantum travel if you have a ship that enables it. You can already do it. They gave out the Saber Raven with the 900 series. There are still ones in stock from various places that will come with a Saber Raven code. Or you can always purchase one off the grey market or Fleabay, if that is up to you. I would say, unless you know you're die-hard, desperately wanting this ship, I wouldn't really get mad for it. It's a pretty ship, but it's not that much of a fighter unless you change its default weaponry, and the EMP isn't as strong as the Warlocks. There are NPCs flying around. They aren't flying around as such, but they're just sort of leaving and arriving at Hurston. ArcCorp is next, yes. Although I think it's been set back a little bit, hasn't it? Yes, not counting the pirates. That said, I have seen a pirate Gladius land at Lawville. I think it's in... I'm not sure if I had it on stream. I think I recorded it. I just caught it randomly whilst I was in the spaceport. It was one of the red pirate Gladiuses. It came down and landed on one of the pads. Oh, blimey, this is taking a long time in the Raven. Don't even think the M50 takes as long. Only if they want to give you an epileptic fit, JD, as you're almost about to land. Must be nearly there now, surely. Okay, I'm just about to pass the rest stop. There it is. 1070 is a good card. It's what I used to stream with on the desktop. There we go.
Quantum travel complete.
Oh, there was another ship there, did you see that?
Quantum travel initiated.
I think it will go live before Friday, Goku.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
The stuttering at the minute is part of my stream. It's not part of your... it's not part of my computer, sorry. I'm getting a pretty decent frame rate. It's just, I think it's the...
Automated landing initiated.
the laptop is having a bit of a wobble trying to stream and play the game, so I'm just going to restart my client once we've landed.
Landing complete.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
So I'm just going to cycle a ship inside so that we confirm that we respawn at Olisar and not Lorville. I can see what it is now. It's basically because the encoder I'm using is set for 48 FPS, and when it goes above that, it doesn't like it very much. So.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Okay. We do have the appointment. Shall we see if Rekko is broken again? She can snap her neck.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Okay, definitely make sure that we're going to get this to work now. Right, I'm going to just restart the client quickly, and then we'll try Rekko again. One day before 3.3 live, PTU had crashes upon crashes. Yeah, 3.3 PTU was a bit ugly, but they managed to fix it pretty quickly. Like the last day, they managed to fix so many bugs, so when it comes down to crunch time, they really can make things better. And Lobster's right as well, they pushed a patch out on a Saturday night, and they don't very often do that. No, they didn't roll back. they actually pushed out a live version. I don't like this load screen. Should have loaded in by now. Try again. I don't think I've ever seen them roll back to a different PTU patch that they want to push out to live, because all of the PTU builds apart from the live candidates are normally full of game breaking bugs. They are flying around as such at Lawville. You will see NPC ships come and go, like they will land on the pads, and then they'll go into the hangars and then they'll fly away again, but I don't think I've ever seen them like flying around randomly. Port Olisar or Levski have not seen NPC ships flying around now. Doesn't want to let me load into the game at the minute. Let's try a different region apart from EU. No, it's fine. Ask away. Lots of fun answering questions whilst we have to deal with the random loading and such, and flying around between Hurston and Crusader. There we go, now it's behaving itself. And we're back where we want to be. Yes, I'd rather you have ask me questions rather than people go, "Oh, it's a crap game," and the mouth breathers, we'll call them, shall we? We'll give it a minute to see if Reko's mission pops up. Oh, I can't use a terminal, can I? Bugger. Never mind.
On launch platforms will be returned to storage. Please be considerate and avoid obstructing airlocks. Thank you for your assistance.
Give it a chance. We'll get once they get 3.3.5 going and we get the live build and we have the free fly event, I think it will definitely drum up some hype.
This station is a proud member of the Ship Share program, encouraging travelers to save resources and fly together. We advise guests, please use caution upon exiting the armistice zone, as weapons will once again become active. For our guests' safety, this station has been designated as an armistice zone. All weapons are currently disabled.
Yeah, 3.0 was a bit wobbly, wasn't it? At 12,500 credits.
Our automated ship organization system handles storage of all vehicles.
You say it's the new God patch. I have a feeling that the new flight model is going to frustrate a lot of people because they've been so used to basically the ships responding to every little touch to do what they want, and 3.5, remember, and the new flight model is going to complicate that. It's going to make ships more difficult to fly, especially in atmosphere. You think trying to get even like something like the Caterpillar or a Reclaimer out of Hurston's atmosphere is hard now. Can you imagine what it's going to be like with the new flight model? Yeah, we're space trucking. Reco's mission hasn't popped up, so we're going to see if we can sell some supplies somewhere. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. I want to see how it changes the flight dynamics, but I can see it upsetting a fair few people, at least until they get used to it. Oh, come on, Moby Gas. Oi, oi, oi. Come on. I'm gonna have to get out of the seat again and get back in.
Your flares are online.
Oh, for God's sake. Ugh. This is the most annoying bug in the game, yes. Let's go for a little bit of a flight, get away from the landing area, and then we'll try again. I did try state to F2, trust me. Tried it many times.
Your flares are online.
Finally, right. Let's try this again, shall we? If you want a small starter ship for exploring or missions, Mustang's a good bet. If you can afford it, the Avenger is kind of the best all-rounder, as we were discussing last night. Yeah, Cutlass is good as well. Cutlass is like the best value for money, but it is one of the most expensive starter packs before you get to the bigger ships. The Avenger Titan, yeah. And just to prove a point, earlier on you can see we are in big ship. However, if I press H, it will let me get out the seat whilst we're in quantum travel, and you can walk around. Hey now, you leave the Aurora alone. The Aurora is a capable little flying brig. It needs some love, but there's nothing wrong with it at the minute.
Your flares are online.
What we are going to do is turn the ship's volume down, because you're doing me not in, woman. It's not a flying coffin. It needs a bit of love because it needs like a little bit of a rework, but as you know, to get someone into the game and just get them exploring, it's fine, because you can get them to get an Aurora, you can have one person flying it and one person stood in the back, you can go and jump around and do some things, and then you can go, by the way, that is like the most basic ship in the game, here is, for instance, a hammerhead, and they go, holy fucking shit, when they see how large the hammerhead is, and then they can walk around inside it, you know? It's good for a wow factor. What do I think of the Vanguard Warden? The Vanguard Warden's a good ship. Very capable fighter, and they're pretty tough. They can take a hell of a beating. Miss Hurston. Of course, it wants to do its little song and dance because the quantum travel bug is still here. So we'll go down to one of the outposts on Hurston to see if we can sell some medical supplies this time. If we can get the Mobiglass to stay open. Jesus Christ. Oh, this bug is so frustrating. There we go. I have to like double tap it to get it to work. I still can't see Hurston's landmarks. I am tapping B, Jim, trust me. You can hear the start of the quantum drive spool up. Gonna have to set a location to somewhere else, I think. Let's jump to one of the comm arrays and back. Oh yeah, a combination of the Mobiglass bug and this one where you exit quantum travel and the ship just wants to spin for 3/4 of an hour until it lines its inertia reticle up. It's just so annoying and wastes so much time, especially in a larger ship. However, we can now see landmarks on the planet. So Stanhope is the one that's on the island that doesn't have anything. We don't want to go to Lorville. Aopoa is the one that is on a forest, I think, so we can try it there. But it looks like it's going to be dark. Not yet, T-Love, no. Yes, tons and tons and tons and tons of screenshots. Actually, my screenshot folder from both the live client and the PTU clients are linked to my OBS, so that when I do the start screen it just cycles through my screenshot folder. I actually had to cull the number of screenshots because there's so many in there. So I just had to like archive a load of them. Yeah, the re-entry effect on the caterpillar needs some work, but these are little things that they fix like right before the live build. They're not important. Now it looks as if Aopoa is coming into the sun, so it looks like sunrise. So we might have looked out with this one. If you haven't been keeping up to date with the outposts around Hurston, you'll know that a couple of builds ago, Edmund, which was the one that was originally a forest, which is the one I've got screenshots of in OBS, where we were all stood around cutlers, that got buried underwater at one point, and then they rebuilt it, and they've changed all the topography, so that it's basically a small set of islands now, and it looks nowhere near as nice as it used to. Aopoa, so where we're going now, Aopoa, however you want to pronounce it, is kind of the new Edmund. It has the forests around it. I haven't really had trouble slowing down, Jim. Normally because the atmosphere slows you down enough that you just have to do a little bit of braking before you lawn dart the planet. We need a forest moon of Endor. I imagine people's FPS from all the trees and things would be about 5. I think with the missions, it's just a case of they literally need to turn them on, which they haven't done, because they're just focusing on Lorville at the minute, making sure it gets playable. And here is the raining pollution. You slam through it because we've gone underneath the cloud layer now. There is a lot of ships here. It's going to be a bit hard to find somewhere to land because that large pad's taken. You can use the landing pads at Lawville now, they fixed those. Wow, what happened there? Looks like my ship just wanted to dump itself straight down on the pad. The dust in the air at the minute is very bright because it's sunset, so it's being lit up a lot more than it normally would be. And it's not ash, it's essentially the pollution that's been caused by the planet, mixed with like stuff. It's a lot more apparent when you are around the forested areas of the planet, so it could be a mixture of like the pollen and the pollution. Why I said anyone who plays this game that has hay fever is going to have PTSD because of the amount of pollen slash, you know, pollution raining down when they're near all the trees. Oh, it was a Dragonfly that was on the pad. Can I get on it? No. Yes, Caterpillar is a very cool looking ship. She's very much my baby when she works. Look at that for a sunset slash sunrise. They said it's pollen but due to the pollution. Yeah, that's cool. I knew it was going to be a mixture of the two. We have a console. You can hear someone shooting outside. We can select the Caterpillar. We can sell the medical supplies. Okay, so from that we've made about 1k profit, so the profit margins haven't changed. Finally got a result from trying to transfer cargo. They cost me just under 12.5k to put into the Caterpillar, and we got about 1k profit. So the margins haven't really changed yet. What are your thoughts on the surprise Idris under Lawville and the hangar? I don't know. I think they were putting the Idris under Lawville to stress test performance. I don't think they're going to suddenly just drop the Idris on us. It seems a bit silly. You know, people have been messing around with it in the hangar and stuff, and it doesn't have an interior, so... But we never know with CIG, do we? Someone's firing. Who's firing? Oh, there they are. There's the shots. Oh. I think someone's going silly with a Dragonfly somewhere. Oh no, it is a ship. That's an Aurora. Maybe he just hates trees, who knows? Yeah, no, hate squirrels. Mutated, polluted, radioactive squirrels. It could be that he's just got the weapon bug, where it's, you know, he's not actually firing, but it's just stuck on. But it is stopping every now and then. See, those bursts there makes me think he's chasing a Dragonfly, because that burst is from a scattergun. Tell you what. The sun is most definitely coming up here, and it looks incredible. Those shots sound a lot closer. When it cycles all the targets, because there's a lot of ships. So there's an Aurora there. Yeah, he's chasing a Dragonfly. We'll go and catch up with him. There they are. Looks like you finally killed the driver of the Dragonfly. Now he's eyeing me up. I'm not too comfortable with that. Yeah, I thought so. I can't quite reach him though, especially if he gets altitude. Oh, I'm not going to run. You see now, he's doing it his way. He's gone high up and he's just pointing his nose down to try and hit me. So we'll boost away and see if we can lure him back down. Come on, keep chasing me. Ooh, hit a tree. Not good. You see, now he's accelerating to catch me. Should have got the Nox out. The Nox could have done a better job. There we go, now he's a bit lower. Don't have boost. Can't boost here. I'm restricted to 50 meters a second, which is a little bit annoying. Oh, he got a hit on me. He dinged me. Where is he? Oh, he's over there. He's getting altitude again. I'm taking his shields down though, look. $800 meters. Oops, didn't do that. Woo! Come on, a little closer. That's it, you're luring him in, look. He's getting lower. Oh, now he's caught on. Moving away again. See, these are the moments I love in this game, like these little spontaneous firefights. It's the same thing with that video I had a while back with that Gladius pilot who decided to chase me from hardcore on Daymar when I was in my Cyclone. 1,000 meters away, now he's speeding up to catch up with me. Spin round, see if we can get him. This is great, fun little bait and switch. Yeah, his shields are messed up. I'm wondering why they're not recharging. This isn't Edmund, no, this is Aopoa. So Edmund was changed, so it's like a bunch of small islands now in the ocean, and Aopoa is more like the forested Jedi Endor area. Oops. So it is a player, it's called HXQ. If you're watching, or if you see this HXQ, credit to you if you keep trying to hit me. Oh, that's true, yeah, his shields can't recharge because he's feeding it all with his weapons. Ooh, that one was close. That's it, get low, get low, get low. Damn it. Too close. Get distance again. Can't quite reach him trying to trick him like that. He managed to kill the last pilot though, who was on the other Dragonfly, so... Yeah, last pilot wasn't a lot of forest. I mean, I am trying to sort of navigate between the trees, but it's not exactly helping my cause either. There we go. He shot up like a missile then, you see that? Couldn't really see because I wasn't looking at him, but he definitely shot into the sky once I landed those shots on him. shadow again? Can't quite tell. Yeah, it is. Oh, bugger. That sort of ruined me a bit. Having too much fun for an alpha game? Yeah, this is great. Who wouldn't want a battle to the death on a flying space bike in the sunset in a forest? Please end this. No, I'm having fun winding him up. It's interesting, I'm wondering what variant... Oh, he's flying a CL, so he should have missiles. Maybe he's just being a good sport. Or he used them all on the other Dragonfly previously. Where are the trees on Hurston? This is at the outpost that's called Aopoa. Aopoa. Previously there was another one called Edmund, but they changed that one now, so it's like a chain of small islands. Oh, he's got his shields back now, look, he let his shield recharge. Should we go back to the outpost and see if I can lure him back so I can get my Nox out? Because the Nox will do a better job at this than the Dragonfly can. Not let me bring it out now. Oh no, there we go. Good stuff. Yeah, he's still looking at my Yellowjacket. Oh. That was a landing. Let's see if he notices me. Now you're taking notice. Come on, you're facing the wrong way. Turn around, you can find me. Here he comes. Is he just firing on the Yellowjacket? Looks like he is. I hope he realises you can't blow things up in armistice zones. Another quality landing. I almost feel sorry for him. I'm not sure if it's the pad that's making him bug out or if he's having frame rate issues. It could be a million and one things. Maybe he's crashed. Oh no, there we go, now he's stabilised. I think he crashed. You see, it's not reading like there's a player inside it now. He crashed or he left the game. But there's no name on it. Oh no, there he is, maybe he resumed. Only one thing to do. There he is. Maybe that. Oh, he's gonna go and get on my Yellowjacket. Well, the thing is, I can shoot him because he's a pirate. He's not talking in local chat either, which is a bit sad. Oh, there we go. Now he's found the controls. Never tried that, Steve. I can't imagine wanting to do it though when you're travelling at speed for hitting rocks and things, and then you just ultimately lose control of everything. Ask him for his papers. Pretty sure his intent was already well clear when he blew the other character up. And something else just exploded. Of course, mobiGlass still isn't going to work. I know the FPS isn't great at the minute. It's because of all the vegetation around. Okay. closer look. Yeah, sure. I'm on foot now. I'm going to see if we can spawn a small ship on one of the pads. We'll dip into one of the forests, and if I can get my mobiglass to open. Of course, within Hurston, you're probably going to catch tuberculosis, but you can take your helmet off and you will not die. Yeah, the atmosphere on Hurston is breathable, although polluted as hell. So, like I said, tuberculosis and lung cancer and whatever else. Right, I need to put my helmet back on, because I'm not sure if one of my small ships is going to have atmosphere in it or not. Let's see if we can reclaim ships here. No. Oh, no, that one worked. We'll do it with the caterpillar as well. Set that going. No, so the caterpillar didn't work. So there's still something going on with the larger ships that don't let you reclaim them.
Unfortunately, our automated system is unable to access that ship at this time. We apologize for any inconvenience. Please try again later, or select a different ship.
There we go, so we can get the snubs out. It's hovering apparently. So I can show you Edmund if you want, now that Edmund's changed. People who haven't seen the water before, Edmund will be a nice surprise anyway. So you can see the pollution / pollen raining down. A bit harder to see now we're higher, you can still see sort of splatting into the camera. But once you get above the cloud layer that you can see here, it stops and you get clear blue skies again. Just like that. Not really much of a dynamic weather effect compared to what's coming, but it's still a nice little touch. Most likely see some kind of acid rain in the future. You know, it would be cool if it damages shields / ships if you stay in it for extended periods of time. Certainly things like, you know, your spacesuits. That's kind of the things I was talking about earlier on Aerial. That Aerial's atmosphere is ridiculously toxic and violent, and you really wouldn't want to be walking around outside in it for very long. Moons over there, not sure which one it is. So even in something that's as fast as the 85X, you can still see it still takes a long time to leave the atmosphere in Hurston. So time is going to become a major factor when you're cargo running or, you know, bringing salvage in or something. Almost there. There we go. Okay, so Lawful there. Let's go up right, where we just came from. Stanhope is the island that's in the middle of the ocean, like a big lake rather. There's Edmund. Let's see if it's in daytime. This is the 85X TGR, the Space BMW. $85X isn't on sale at the moment. It probably will be during the anniversary. However, you can now buy them in game at the New Deal shop in Lawville. I think they're about 660,000 credits. And it is one of my favourite little ships. It is my run-around ship because that's what it's meant for. But the best thing about it is that it has a passenger seat, so you can have someone else in it with you. Yeah, so we're coming into Edmund. Edmund, before, when we first got our first opportunity to fly around Lawville, was a big forested area, kind of just like where we've been. However, they've changed it now, and as you can see, it's lots of little islands and archipelagos in the middle of the ocean. Edmund, the outpost, so there is another outpost here. We aren't interested in that just yet though, because we've seen outposts. I'm going to take you out and we'll see the water. Just need the Star Wars Jedi theme playing now, don't we? Maybe me to sit on a rock looking thoughtful. Interesting how the light doesn't illuminate the surface of the water yet, but yes, you can remove your helmet. Hurston has a breathable atmosphere. Can't say it's good for your health because of all the pollution, but you can breathe the air. Oh, there is plenty of litter around here, trust me. You just can't see much of it because it's dark. I'll try Stanhope. If I turn the second sun on, that is the 85X's headlights, you might be able to see a bit more of it, a bit better. So there's just like loads of ship parts and stuff. There's lots more little details to it, but you have to be right up close to it to see them. So there's like just metal sheeting and pipes and God knows what everywhere. And this is pretty much like all of the beaches around Hurston. Yeah, I told you it was the second sun. All the ship lights at the minute really are. Yeah, Hurston was the best planet that was colonised first. So it was naturally mined to buggery with all its resources and heavily polluted because of all the industry. Question about Hurston's formings, why can't we see them? In what regard? As in, like, in the sky? You can. Sometimes you just have to get high enough or they have to pass over, you know, in their natural positions. Could have been ArcCorp that had the cannons. could be wrong. I'm going to have a look at aerial, because I do like showing people aerial. Oh, I'm losing my angle of attack again for some reason. I can't say I've really explored aerial to see if there is that kind of, you know, stuff there that might shoot down rubbish or whatever. I've only been to one outpost. There's some moons that have trash orbiting, although it's not really trash. Some of them have like blown up space stations in small asteroid fields. Mobiglass is going to behave. No, is the word. Oh, this bug! There we go. Right. We need to be facing the other way for aerial, apparently. I'm just trying to see if I can spot one of the moons, but it doesn't look like there's any in direct line of sight at the minute. Okay, so this is aerial, and if I'm not mistaken, that there, yeah, is one of the asteroid fields that's got like the wreckage and the debris in it. But there's nothing really much of note apart from just blown up space station bits. Thank you, Reflect. This moon has barely any atmosphere because I just went screaming through it, and I'm coming slamming into the moon still at top speed. So there's the outpost, there's the heat haze, and aerial is full of these toxic pools, which I'll go and show you. Okay, I'll have a look at the link. As you can see, like the sulfur being emitted out of the planet itself, and you got these very treacherous looking green pools here. Don't know what it is, but pretty sure it's not edible, and I don't think I really want to know. Like a green goo. Yes, into space, sulfur dioxide grown broccoli. But this is one of the environments where we were talking about acid rain, where you really wouldn't want to be for a long time. Where you just start melting through your spacesuit very soon. Oh, it is actually making like water noises when you run across it. That's cool. Not breathable, no. If I can get the Mobi-glass to open without it bugging. So, lots of nitrogen, lots of chlorine, and a little bit of hydrogen. We're on the surface of aerial Aculeus. I'm just admiring the somewhat probably not very healthy vents on the moon. Methane, sorry. So yeah, methane. You don't want to be inhaling methane. Traipsing toxic space dust back into my shiny 85X's cockpit. Come on, Moby-Glass. Stop bugging out, please. Oh, this bug! It's funny because on some servers it's not there at all, and on others it's just persistent, like this one for instance. There we go. Fucking hell. Oh, Aberdeen straight ahead. Who knew? Just see Aberdeen there, just above the 85X. There's Hurston, I knew it was around somewhere. Yeah, the landing gear animation on the 85X is bugged at the minute. The doors don't close properly and the gear sort of pops in and out instantly. But it's just an animation bug and it's something they can fix fairly quickly. It's not something that's critical. So this is Aberdeen, this is the other toxic ball. And it has this really strange atmospheric effect where you can see it from space really. It might be a bit hard to make out on stream, but it has a very thin atmosphere, but it's very dense. So you can almost see like the curvature of the moon as well as the atmosphere. Yeah, it's very much like Venus. Oh, keep doing that. So I won't accelerate too fast through this atmosphere so you can kind of see it a bit better. But it's not a very thick atmosphere at all, but it gets so dense it's really hard to see. I don't actually know, Mike. And here we go, we're about to breach the atmosphere. You can most definitely see the curvature of the moon now, and then the atmosphere above it. Aberdeen is not got a lot to it at the minute. There's lots of dead trees and vegetation, but there is grass, which is very strange. So there's some form of life surviving here. But as you can see, it's not a very nice place. Kind of reminds me from the Fallout crater in Fallout 4, where the nuke landed. I can't remember the name of it. Looks like the trees are covered in blood. Breathable? Most certainly not. It's halfway there. Not that the environments, you know, the elements that you want to be breathing in are healthy, but I am going to call the stream off soon so I can get some food. So what the hell? Let's see what the atmosphere tastes like, shall we? Oh yeah, my guy is most definitely suffocating. It's taking time though. Oh, here comes the grayscale. Get back to the ship before death. Not gonna happen. Yeah. And welcome back to What This Are.
Encouraging travelers to save resources and fly together. Kindly ask that guests take some air loss.
Yeah, something still very wrong with claiming ships. Okay, with that then, I'm going to call it here and get some food. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope I've shown you some more cool stuff. Again, there's about 70 of you watching, so if you do have a game package, if you played on the PTU before, it's worth checking your emails or going on your settings page if you haven't already, because they have opened the PTU up to some more waves. I think waves 1 to 4, so you may be able to copy your character to the PTU and have some fun, take part. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later on.